This is not the church of Joseph Smith. This is the Church of Jesus Christ.
Travis Wayne Goodsell. Starting to get settled into the new apartment after over 2 weeks now. It was the Tuesday, the 21st, when I moved in, but the 23rd when I was officially paid up. So, the more attention I get on videos, which is what we had the last couple of days, it's starting to die down again. And so I've got to come up with a video that catches people's attention again. But we're still, that regular thumbs downer is gone. Did he get mauled by a bear? Did he get fired from work at YouTube? It's very interesting. But my channel is a religious protected channel. And Mormons refuse to accept this because it involves Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon. Just not the way they want it to be. And Mormons don't understand they're pulling a beam and a moat. They're falsely accusing me for misinterpreting Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon when they have a huge beam in their eye that was put there by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And Mormons are in the wrong. You're not studying your scriptures. You're not studying the Joseph Smith papers. You are in the wrong. You have to do it. Kind of essential if this is the religion and the scriptures and the founder that you're going to claim. See, and I've told you about Christianity. I have no problems with Christianity. They can continue to exist just as long as they stay away from trying to push that Jesus is real. As long as they say that we teach and preach the writings of the character named Jesus. I'm fine with that. That's not replacing the Jews. What is replacing the Jews is when you start telling me that Jesus is a real human, in the sense of supernatural, immaculately conceived. Because now you're denying history as well as being an anti-Semite, and thus an antichrist, because you're preaching against the Christ of the Jews from which scripture you are getting it from. Same with Mormons. Constantine, Roman Emperor Constantine, in 325 CE. This is a historic fact that cannot be ignored and dismissed by anybody, especially Christians, especially the church claiming to be Christian. This is where Jesus was created. This is where they replaced the Jews. The scriptures are the Jews. That's their property. It's their prophecies. It's their revelations of the latter days. It is not Christian. Christians have no claim on them. And they need to give them back to the Jews. Though with all the tainting that Christians have done to them, I don't think the Jews will take them back. But seriously, same with the church, the Mormon church. You have to denounce Joseph Smith. You have to denounce the Book of Mormon if you're going to claim Christian. Because Joseph's scriptures are not Christian. And likewise, it's the same by becoming a Christian church with just the Bible. You have to denounce Jesus as a real character in the Roman period time. Or you're an anti-Semite. You're still culturally appropriating Jewish scripture. Joseph Smith followed the Jewish learning for interpretation of scripture. He was not Christian. He denounced Christianity. The creed where Jesus was created is an abomination because it's anti-Semite. Anti-Semitic. Mormons cannot come to grips with this because of the stranglehold the church has on you. You will not study. You will not research to learn the truth. And instead, you send hate comments and death threats, forcing me to either accept or die. And you don't see that as wrong? That's how blinded you are. That you're nowhere near following the teachings of Jesus when you claim that he's your Christ. You have altered your own Jesus of whom Constantine created. He's morphing, metamorphosizing into another creature. Will not get it. You refuse to. And this is the warning, because the enemy purposely is causing this so that you will destroy Christianity. Because when you have the wrong interpretation of the latter days, that interpretation is not going to happen. Just like all the religions who said, I know the date for the second coming, and it came, and it went, and no second coming. Unless you had to create an excuse as to why it didn't happen. So you accuse me of being the Antichrist, going against Jesus, when Jesus doesn't even exist, and in so saying, you are an antichrist of the original Christ who was Jewish, who is a human, a mortal human. And you can't even comprehend that as possible because of the Jesus blinding that you have. Blinded by Jesus. So yeah, if the church for April conference, if they're going to denounce Joseph Smith, denounce the Book of Mormon, and just be a regular Christian church, and just preach the precepts that are taught by Jesus, I'm fine with that. And I can leave the church alone after that. They're going to have to stop their crimes. They're no longer going to have to require tithing. They're going to give up the temple. Because as a Christian church, you don't have temples. That's a heathen, pagan practice. And Joseph Smith. It's getting time to cut my hair. Give me a buzz. So, yeah. Maybe that's what the title should be for this one, rather than what I have here. Nelson to fully transform into a Christian church, doing away with the Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith, the Jewish. Yep. But Mormons are going to be outraged because you just refuse to get it. You don't understand. You want your cake and you want to eat it. So bite it.